Anderson Silva, you absolutely suck.
I'm not surprised.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the MMA Corner, and in today's video I will be giving you guys my thoughts and prediction for the co-main for UFC Fight Night, Cannonier versus Rodriguez. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like the video, and comment below on who you guys have winning this co-main fight. With that being said, let's jump straight into the video. Alright guys, so we have Calvin Kattar taking on Zalal. I'm not gonna say his first name because I honestly don't know if I know how to pronounce it correctly. I might not even be pronouncing his last name correctly, but I think his last name is pronounced Zalal. Alright guys, so we have Zalal versus Kattar. Guys, if you guys haven't followed Calvin Kattar's career, I suggest you guys look into it, because when Calvin Kattar started fighting the UFC, it looked like he was a good prospect in the I think it's in the featherweight division. Calvin Kattar was I think he was doing pretty good, you know, when early on in his UFC career. But then he had that fight with Max Holloway, and then after that fight with Max Holloway, I think he got maybe a win, and then he just had like losses, guys. Like, Calvin Kattar hasn't really been the same since then, I think, in my opinion. And you know, going into this fight, I think he's coming off a couple of losses, and that's really unfortunate to see. Now Zalal, on the other hand, I think he's looking to make a name for himself, and I think in beating Calvin Kattar, I think that's gonna be a good move for him, and I think that's gonna help him be in the conversation within the featherweight division. Going into this fight, guys, I would love to see the old Calvin Kattar, you know, come into this fight, but I'm not really sure if he's there anymore. Like I said, he's had a couple of losses recently, and I just really haven't seen him be the same anymore. You know, we got Zalal, who is trying to make a name for himself, and I think that Calvin Kattar, he has to show up in this fight, or we could see Calvin Kattar, you know, fading away with all the greats, I think, you know what I'm saying? Because I think he has a couple, I think maybe he has 3 losses in a row. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think he has a couple of losses in a row. So I think for him, this is a do or die. You know, this is a must do for Calvin Kattar. He must win this fight. In my opinion, I think that's what he must do. Now for Zalal, this is a good opportunity for Zalal to go in there, show who he is, and really make a statement in the featherweight division, especially having a co-main fight with Calvin Kattar. Okay, now I know that Calvin Kattar likes to go in there and really, I mean, he really puts on a show, no matter if he wins or loses. I know that Calvin Kattar, he hangs in there and he puts up a fight. Okay, based on what I do know, guys, I'm just gonna have to say that Calvin Kattar, he has to bring it in this fight, or we can see Zalal getting the W. Okay, now like I said, I would love to see Calvin Kattar get this win, but based on how everything has been going for him, I think I'm gonna have to go with Zalal for this win. Now I'm probably gonna be wrong for this one, just because I'm not too sure, but I'm gonna have to go with Zalal just because of the decline that Calvin Kattar has been in. I mean, I hope he proves me wrong, but for this fight, guys, I'm gonna have to go with Zalal. Hopefully we have not seen the last of Calvin Kattar, because like I said, when he was coming up, he was very impressionable. He was very entertaining, you know. And then he had that one fight with Max Holloway. Max Holloway was just piecing him up, and I feel like ever after that fight, he really hasn't been the same anymore. So my heart says Calvin Kattar, but my mind says Zalal, so I'm gonna have to go with what my mind says. So You know, so for this fight, guys, I'm gonna have to go with Zalal. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you guys have this winning this fight. If you guys want to see my thoughts and prediction for the main event with Jared Cannonier and Gregory Rodriguez, you can do so by clicking here. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one.